In this video, we'll be taking a look at gold, silver, and GBP-USD. So the reason why I'm not reviewing a lot of chart this week is because I think this week is going to be going to have to do with a lot of patience because a lot of the charts moved last week and I missed a ton of opportunities, right? So this week is going to be a week of patience. So that's why I don't think we may be getting tons of trade opportunities, right? But for gold, we're going to be focusing on what's happening over here to spot out opportunities for this week. And with the way gold is set up, I think there's a good chance we open with a gap again this week when the market opens. So zooming in, right, we have to take a look at gold under a macroscope, right? We have to go in detail because this chart has been trending so hard. So I'm going to get rid of this trend line so the chart is clean and clear. So going out to the 15 minutes time frame, because that's this is where I think we'll get the best opportunity to go to look for opportunities to go long, right? So on the 15 minutes time frame, we have a very good area of resistance over here. Like I said, we are going to be taking a look at gold under a microscope, right? Because of the way the chart is set up right now, the price action is extremely bullish that you can't even expect massive pullbacks. You can see we just had short pullbacks, boom, short pullbacks, boom, right? So on the 15 minutes time frame, I think this is the first time I'm actually trading gold on the 15 minutes time frame. If you take a look at what we have over here, you can see that we had a an ascending triangle, right? So if you cut out this area of consolidation, right? So we had resistance, pull back down, slowly grinding towards the upside, good breakout of this area of resistance, nice retest, and now we seem to be gearing for a bullish breakout from this mini resistance, mini consolidation over here. If the market doesn't open with a gap and we do get a small or slight pump to the upside, you get an opportunity to go in. For me, I suggest you go in if you trade with a very good risk management, and you are open to taking such risk, right? Remember, this is just my opinion on the market, not financial advice. But for me, I will be going long immediately market opens, right? And my stop loss is going to be placed around this lows, right? Because there's a good chance we possibly maybe retest again and go up. So over here, this will be invalidated, right? So this will give you a stop loss of approximately, say, 200 pips or so. Yeah, 250, 270, between 250 to 300 pips, as the case may be. And take profit target could be as high as 1,000 pips, right? So there's no telling how high we go because we're currently in price discovery and we are getting close to smashing the $5,000 per ounce of gold, which is remarkable, right? The move gold has been over the past few years. So for me, I'm currently in on gold, so that's why I'm thinking about adding more to my positions because I think I'm in with a heavy position, right? So for me, all I want to see is a massive gap when the market opens because I'm really not looking to take more or open more positions, right? But if you are not in yet, I think this area of resistance, good retest, consolidation should give you an idea or should indicate that we are likely going to go higher when the market opens, either with a gap or a small more consolidations before we go higher. But in any case, when you go long, stop loss likely should be placed around this area of value, underneath this area of value, so underneath the retest, and trade your positions as we go higher. That's briefly for gold. Moving on, we're talking about silver. So silver, 1 hour time frame, massive trend as well. We cleared out this area of resistance, consolidated over here, had this move to the upside, pull back down, now move to the upside. So on Friday, I took this trade and we've moved up significantly all the way from this breakout, and this will be approximately 700 pips. Yeah, so 800 pips as the case may be. So for me on silver, I'm going to be waiting for a pullback, right? If I could, maybe we'll get a pop up to the upside, but I'm going to wait for a pullback, right? So it's difficult for gold to go higher and silver not do anything, right? But you can notice that last week, silver made a move, right? So silver made this massive move last week, Thursday, Friday, I think. But gold really didn't do much. So I think this week is going to be gold's turn to make a massive rally to the upside while silver consolidates a little. So when silver consolidates, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to go long after a confirmation of a breakout, continuation breakout from that consolidation, right, or from that pullback. Mind you, this also coincides with the RSI being overbought currently on silver, right? So a pullback to the downside or a consolidation would give the RSI enough room to cool down before we start getting higher. So this is a bullish trend. I am not going to be talking about going short because there's currently no reason to go short. And because I believe these metals, both commodities, are strongly bullish, and I think maybe possibly their trend may be coming to an end, but you have no idea when that's going to happen. You just keep going long on every opportunity you get, right? So a pullback, consolidation, and a good breakout. So if the consolidation happens to bounce on this trend line, you can see we have these lows, another low here, and if we further go on to create a higher low, this could be a confirmation to go long. So with this, your entry could be a breakout from the consolidation, or a confirmation that the consolidation is over. You can see what we had over here, right? So something similar, move up, consolidation, pull back down, and you can see this breakout here confirms that this consolidation had come to an end, which gives you a valid reason to go long, aiming for higher price target. So I'm going to wait for something similar over here, and if we get a bounce off this trend line, that's going to be significantly helpful, and it's going to give us clear price levels to, you know, open our position. So if you're not part of our Discord, it's totally free. Use the link in the description below to join our Discord. It's free, because I'm going to be reviewing this one closely, and if I do get an opportunity to go long or enter this trade, I'm going to share that to our Discord community. That's it briefly for silver, just to show you where my exit is going to be. So if we get a consolidation like this, my exit is probably going to be underneath, right, underneath the bounce off of this trend line. If we get there, and take profit targets could go as high as 1,000 pips, as the case may be. Lastly, we're talking about GBP-USD. So this one is another one I missed, but if you've been part of our Discord, you would have caught this opportunity because someone shared this chart on our Discord. I was just so busy last week, I didn't pay attention to more charts. But our Discord offers so many benefits. Mind you, this is the 4 hours time frame on GBP-USD, and for me, I'm going to be waiting for a pullback. So these are currency pairs, they can pull back a lot, right? So we'll probably maybe get a pop to the upside, then a move to the downside. So a good consolidation will be what I'll be watching out for here, right, before I consider going long, right? And better for us, if we get a retest of this area of resistance, then this will give us a solid opportunity to look for opportunities to go long. So for example, we get a pop to the upside, come down, followed by a retest of this area of resistance, or this broken resistance, then this will give us an opportunity to go long. This is what I'm watching out for on gold. So we may either get a retest or we may not, but in any case, we are watching out for a bullish continuation pattern, right? So a bullish continuation pattern could be a symmetrical triangle with a bullish breakout, could be an ascending triangle, it could be a bullish flag, right? So something like this to signify we're going higher, and a breakout. So if this happens, then I'm going to go long after the breakouts, right? Because this shows me that price is likely going to keep climbing higher, right? So breakout, stop loss underneath the consolidation, or if we get a retest of resistance underneath that retest, and then meanwhile, if we get a retest from this area of resistance, right, that means your entry is possibly going to come a little bit lower, right, depending on where the retest happens. So this is briefly for this week's analysis. I would have reviewed more charts, but like I said, almost everything moved last week. If you take a look at other charts, so for example, let's see NZUSD. I think this one was an interesting chart as well. I missed this one. If you can see, I had my charts drawn. So we had downtrend. So this is a confirmation of a change in trend, right? Move, higher highs, higher lows, good bullish flat consolidation. Then we had a nasty, solid breakout here, right? I missed this one as well. So right now for NZUSD, I don't see any possible price level to go long, right? And I wouldn't be going short right now on NZUSD because it looks extremely bullish. EURUSD as well, EURUSD for example, you can see we already moved, nasty, crazy move to the upside. Missed this one as well. I drew this, right? And I would have gone long after we broke this trend line to the upside because the overall trend is still bullish, like I've always said in our weekly analysis, right? So this one, a bit of a patience. So more patience will be required for me to determine where I put my positions, because you can see on EURUSD clearly we have a big zone here, area of resistance, right? So there's a good chance we come into this area of value, consolidate before we finally break. So it's not as clean as we have it on GBP-USD, right? So if you go across other charts, so USD CHF for example, another one, you see crazy opportunities last week, right? So I drew these as well. Missed these trade opportunities. You can see good breakout here, would have been an opportunity to go long, but I missed this as well. So that's the reason why I'm not reviewing too many charts today, because there are just a ton of missed opportunities and we need to give the market time to reset. So get those pullbacks, get consolidation, validate our levels, then we can get clean and clearer trade opportunities for next week or next 2 weeks, as the case may be. That's it from me, guys, this week. See you next week.